And there they are. Chris Wade, the 2 seed, Bubba Jenkins, the 3 seed.
All right, Hard Rock, help me welcome the next fighters. First, Bubba Jenkins.
Guys, I'd like to back up the time frame. I'd like to tell you when I became familiar with this man, Bubba Jenkins, because he was walking out to the mat representing the Sun Devils of Arizona State to compete for the NCAA championship. He won that match. In fact, he won it by fall. The gentleman who he pinned won the Olympic gold medal 3 weeks ago. That should tell you what you need to know about Bubba's ability to wrestle. Now fighting's a whole nother sport. And it looked as though the career possibly wasn't a path Bubba was going to go down. Months ago, he got put in there, the sacrificial lamb, many of us thought, opposite a 2-time champion named Lance Palmer. Bubba not only won the fight, he won every minute of the fight, every round of the fight, and he is now 1 fight away from fighting for gold himself, Bubba Jenkins.
You don't gloss over the fact that you just saw Bubba Jenkins walking in and getting a little bit of love from Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion.
He admires Bubba's dancing skills.
Only because Bubba bites all of his moves.
And his opponent, Chris Wade.
Chris Wade from Long Island, New York, state champion wrestler from New York. One of the only states with a true state champion, one guy, no classes. This guy's explosive, well-rounded. He uses his wrestling very diligently in his fighting style, but he's not afraid to come running across with a flying foot or a flying knee. He's finally down, I think, at 145, where he maintained his power from 155, and he's actually starting to finish guys. If there's been a knock against Chris, it's that he didn't finish fights, and now he's finishing folks.
Yeah, he had a couple submission victories on his resume, but he had not knocked anyone out until his last outing right here inside the Smart Cage. Arman Ospinov ate a head kick and a couple follow-up punches, and that was the end. We take a look at our tail of the tape in this semifinal presented by CarParts.com. Both men are 33 years of age. Chris Wade is 2 inches taller. Each of them weighed in at the 146-pound max limit at featherweight. Reach advantage goes to Bubba Jenkins in the arms. The opposite is true in the legs. With that, we send it to Lillian Garcia.
The $6 million pursuit continues. And now we turn to our attention to the co-main event of the evening, and it's in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a wrestler. Standing at 5'8", he officially weighs in at 146 pounds. In 20 professional bouts, he has a record of 16 wins and 4 losses, with 9 victories by stoppage. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Virginia Beach, here is your number 3 seed, Bubba Badman Jenkins. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is also a wrestler. Standing at 5'10", he officially weighs in at 145 1/2 pounds. In 25 professional bouts, he has a record of 19 wins and 6 losses, with 6 victories by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Islip, New York, here is your number 2 seed, Chris Wade. Your referee in charge, Gary Copeland.
Gary Copeland will oversee the action here in what will be an impassioned featherweight affair. Chris Wade in the green, Bubba Jenkins in the black and gray. Right to the center we go. Bubba goes right up over the top of Chris Wade.
Well, I've seen a lot of things, Randy. I haven't seen that.
I saw a crouching tiger.
He just scaled him. All right, Bubba in. This is gonna matter right here. Bubba in, Bubba fresh. Bubba's got this tight. He's starting to secure the hips.
Good scramble here from Chris Wade. He had the hard whizzer first. Now Bubba's in on his hips again.
Chris is gonna need to push that head, get a straight arm. Saw Ray Lewis a moment ago. It's like football. You gotta get a straight arm in there, lock it out, try to get some distance.
Are you saying that because you know, or are you saying that because you saw it on TV?
Well, you know, the Heisman has something like, you know, I know the straight, the arm is relevant. I actually saw it because I just saw it happen to Antonio Carlos Jr., but Wade, the fence can do one of two things, guys. If Wade's head hits the fence, it's now working against him. If he can keep his shoulder blades on the fence, he can use that as a partner. He can start to wall walk.
Bubba trying to get that seat belt, trying to trap that bottom wrist, which would prevent Wade from keeping his elevation. Now he's got one hook in, he's got Wade's back.
And he's dry. He's got it early when he's dry. Wade does have opportunity. If he can slip this elbow through, he's got opportunity to reverse this. Bubba's now adjusted.
Wade back to his feet. Bubba still hanging on his back. Bubba Jenkins the favorite here. Take a look at the live odds at the bottom of your screen. Remember, newcomer Bubba Jenkins here to the PFL. Chris Wade has been to these playoffs before, twice as a lightweight. Bubba once again brings Chris Wade down to his butt.
Chris trying to threaten the neck of Bubba Jenkins. He looks like he's got a pretty deep.
Got something in.
Yeah, he's got
Bubba
it.
has to spin out of it. Successful in doing so. And now Wade uses that to scramble back to a position where he's in on a takedown attempt.
Good effort by both guys. Wade's gonna have to get his head up. If Bubba can just keep that head down, keep him looking at the mat, Wade's not gonna finish this. He's gonna need to swing that head out, and Bubba knows it.
Strong submission attempt there early from Chris Wade. He made Bubba Jenkins abandon all offense and address the choke. Halfway gone here in round number one. Chris Wade, Bubba Jenkins. Wade pressing Jenkins against the barrier.
If I'm Wade, I ditch this and back out. Get clear, make him reset, and go back to striking.
Yes, a lot of energy. Put the tape in, rewind, reset this thing. Wade's body's gonna go wherever he's looking. He's looking at the mat right now because Bubba's doing a good job of pressuring him down, but he's gonna have a hard time advancing this position.
Bubba now underhooking the leg of Chris Wade as we take a look through the ghost cam. There's chain link in your way, you just don't know it because of the miracle of PFL technology. Chris Wade underneath Bubba Jenkins here.
Now Wade's starting to get his head up.
This is a page right out of John Smith's book here with the low signal.
Yeah, that's right. Bubba's clinging to him. It's going to be hard to do much. But Wade is making progress. That I can tell you. He can come all the way out of this. Perhaps, Randy, pick
Come
up
out the
right
back
against
door.
the fence.
He could start. Yeah, I was waiting for that right there to start doing some damage from this top position.
Now Wade has 1 minute to work in north-south. Can he make something happen against Bubba Badman Jenkins?
Here's the first time we've seen Bubba on the bottom.
Wade once again hunting for the neck of Bubba. Bubba will look to shrug him up and over the top. More wrestling just like we expected. These guys going back and forth in the grappling exchanges.
Wade needs to keep that left arm where it is. Talk about his arm. Keep that what we call a side whizzer.
Keep that whizzer in tight. Use those hips.
Now it's Wade's. Wade's let the side whizzer
Cradle.
go.
Nice cradle by Chris Wade.
Chris Wade uses the cradle to reverse Bubba Jenkins.
Excellent.
Lands in the cross ride.
Little ground and pound. Got him hemmed up pretty good against the fence there.
Hey, he can steal the round if he stays right here. We'll have a real spirited conversation on who's winning this round if Wade finishes on top. Take these little pot shots.
Trying to score. A couple of these right hands are sneaking through the guard of Bubba Jenkins in these final 10 seconds. Back and forth. High-level wrestling. Round 2 ahead. Nathan.
about that. Get the jab working. Look when he kicks to the body. Look at that straight left hand, okay? I want that 3-2. 1-2, 1-2, 3-2.
Get back. That's MMA. That's a second round featherweight semifinal action. Chris Wade in the green, Bubba Jenkins in the black and gray. FPR score goes to Chris Wade in round number 1. Interesting. The fans also like Wade's work there. Southpaw stands for Bubba Jenkins. Chris Wade switching back and forth as he is wont to do. Spinning a little wheel kick there from Chris Wade to finish. Furious wrestling pace in round number 1. Both these guys are in great shape, but there's no way that round didn't sap some of the gas tank, Randy.
No doubt about it. And I think that, you know, if I'm Chris Wade, I think that's what I want to do is force him to grapple, force him to wrestle, force him to spend some energy. The question is there a bottom to that energy with Bubba Jenkins?
A couple of jabs have landed here for Bubba Jenkins. Chris Wade has scored with the kicks. More action in the striking game now. Bubba comes in behind a hook cross and attempts a takedown.
Bubba's got to watch his neck because Chris Wade has pretty slick submissions from here. His guillotine is not bad. We already saw Bubba have to bail out of a position because his neck was threatened.
And I can tell you that's why the FPR score went in the favor of Chris Wade. A submission attempt like that scores very high in fighter performance rating.
Here's a Kimura
grip here from Chris Wade.
At least enough to change the position.
Yeah, more used to create a scramble and get out of the situation he was in. Now he's trying to anaconda choke. He's almost got it locked on. Bubba doing a great job of getting that arm back and taking that tension out of Chris's anaconda choke. Chris gonna try and use his knee to get it in. He might have it. It looks like he's lost his grip on the other arm now.
Chris Wade's girlfriend, Stevie Marie, watching the action with great interest here. Hoping to see Chris Wade make his first trip to a PFL World Final.
Chris is nullifying one of the great
He's got that anaconda locked.
Yes, he does. He does now, Randy.
He sits into this. This could be big trouble, and Bubba's already reacted. He's trying to get out. Chris has got it in deep.
And he's got plenty of time. Halfway through round number 2 here. Bubba Jenkins on the defensive right now.
Bubba's sitting to the hip. That's what you do when you're trying to relieve pressure.
Yeah, Chris has to do the same. Chris has to follow him over there and dig that in. Cinches that up on the carotid.
You see the right hand of Chris Wade snaking through and grasping his own bicep as he works his left hand higher and higher onto the back of Bubba Jenkins. He'll try and kick his legs over and sit through this.
He's ditched it. He let it go. You have to be careful about how long you hang on to that. You're using a lot of arm energy.
Good timing on the explosion from Bubba Jenkins to get himself.
Here, he's got another deep choke.
Oh, it's tight.
That's tight. That is real tight.
Very tight on the neck of Bubba Jenkins.
Bubba's spinning out again.
Has to spin out.
This is brilliant. Chris Wade doing a great job of attacking the neck and making Bubba question, putting himself in that position for the takedown.
Brutal crossface here for Chris Wade.
Chris Wade's use of the fence to his advantage is frustrating Bubba. It's not something a wrestler deals with. And it appears that Bubba didn't get enough practice time up against the wall. That's what I'm seeing. He is pinned, he is frozen, and he is confused as to what to do to escape this position.
I think we're seeing a few firsts here. We saw Bubba on his back for the first time since I've been watching him.
During fighter meetings, Chris Wade told us that maybe for the first time in his career, his fight camp was all about him. The focus in camp from his coaches and everything was preparing him for this. Guys up against the wall, up against the cage.
Chris Wade's got one anchor in. He's got a deep choke. If he gets that other anchor in, it's going to be tough for Bubba to turn out of this.
Brendan Loughnane, the #1 seed here at featherweight, facing Mavlid Khaybulaev in the main event coming up shortly. He's watching this with great interest.
Wade's squeezing up top, but he's not using a ton of energy. He's settled in on his hips right here. He is holding Bubba down.
Yep, he's using his weight in this position to keep him trapped there. He might go, I thought he was going to step over for an armbar attempt there almost, but I think that would have been a mistake. He's in great position. Why give that position up?
Chris Wade
He needs to start punching is what he needs to do.
in a three-quarter mount here to close out round number 2. Finishing this one on top. Odds now swinging in Chris Wade's favor. Round 3 ahead.
Head movement go. I need 1-2s, power shots. Look for that overhand, that switch overhand you throw. Okay? He's circling to your right, so you have to switch and hit him with that overhand right. Just hunt him. You land him when you throw your punch. I need you to hunt the whole time. Let's box. You can still break him right now. Okay? It's gonna come down to your hands.
Behind your chest. And then breathe and heavy. Take this shit right now.
Third final round.
Round 3 set to begin here. There's a look through the ref cam. Chris Wade in the green, Bubba Jenkins in the black and gray. FPR goes to Wade again. Fan verdict gives round 2 to Wade as well. So if those scores are accurate, and they're not official judges' scorecards, it'd be 2 rounds to 0 for Chris Wade, who scores with a leg kick. And now a heel kick to the side of Bubba Jenkins' face. Bubba coming in swinging heavy.
Nice right hand by Bubba Jenkins.
Right to the back of Chris Wade here for Bubba.
Well, guys, deja vu. We've been here the last 2 rounds, the same exact spot. Bubba trying to come on top.
Chris is going to come out the back door.
He is going
Chris is going to come out the back door here. Bubba's got a good grip on that far side arm, though.
Bubba's got to adjust and keep his hips on top of Chris's, and frankly, he's already lost that position. Chris needs
Too
to grab
high.
that
Chris is
wrist
going
and
to come
keep
out the
moving.
back.
Bubba's going to try and switch to an armbar attempt here if he can get the right leg over Chris Wade's face. Wade already addressing it.
Wade's all but out, guys. Wade is choosing to stay here, waiting for the perfect moment, but he's already safe.
No, he's out now.
Out and
Nice
on top
job. Uses the
and
cradle.
into side control.
It looked to me like Bubba conceded right there.
Well, I told you that first round, the furious pace was going to sap the gas tank, and then the second round was just as nasty for Bubba Jenkins, if not more so. And now Chris Wade on top, big-time shoulder pressure.
As I was mentioning in the break, we watched every time they flashed to the dressing room, Bubba was working out. He was warming up hard. For over an hour, we saw him at least 3 times. I'm wondering if he spent a little too much energy in that workout, in that warm-up, getting ready.
Yeah, I mean, it's different for every fighter, right? Sometimes guys will just do something light, and they'll really kick it into gear 10 minutes before they make the walk. Sometimes people want to warm up for 2 or 3 hours before they actually step into the cage.
Chris considering a north-south choke right here, but guys, look at this. Look at how Wade is using that fence. Randy, is this a lack of preparation by Bubba? What do you suspect? Has he not been in a practice room here? He looks lost.
Well, I don't think he expected Chris Wade to put him in these positions. So I guarantee he didn't do any worst-case scenario training and put himself on his back or put himself on the bottom against the cage. He expected to be in those positions with his opponent there.
Now Bubba trying to grab the neck of Chris Wade.
I'm surprised Chris stayed down there. Chris had a choice to turn and face him, kind of open this up.
Chris fighting the hands, trying to protect his neck.
He's safe there.
Bubba going to spin behind.
Keep the wrist.
Not sure where that blood's coming from on Bubba.
Above the left eye, if I'm not mistaken.
If Chris can keep the wrist, he's going to stop Bubba. He's going to end up reversing him again.
Yep, he is. They're awfully sweaty.
Bubba
trying to get his other hook in. Chris Wade could be in trouble here.
Now incumbent upon Wade to make sure that he keeps this posture. He's grabbed the head of Bubba Jenkins.
Bubba's high. Bubba's high. He's going to come out the back.
Little shake right here, and he would be out.
Here he comes. Out the back.
Chris Wade,
Cradle.
once again wrestling his way to top position against a former NCAA Division I national champion.
Gonna try and submit him. He's got the choke. He's trying to sink it tight. He's got no hooks, no anchor. Could end up a full mount here.
Season 1, Chris Wade at 155 pounds, lost in a semifinal, razor-thin decision loss to the eventual champion, Natan Schultz. In Season 2, it was much the same story at 155 pounds. Chris Wade was told, look, if you want to be part of Season 3, you're going to have to do it somewhere else. He said, fine, I'll be a featherweight. I'm cutting down to 145 pounds, and I'm going to keep my strength and power. And he is convincing everybody that that was the right decision as he out-wrestles Bubba Jenkins now, 40 seconds away from a trip to the PFL World Championship on October 27th, right here in this same building.
Chris wants this finish. He wants it really bad.
Hunting a choke here. Still squeezing, wrenching on the neck of Bubba Jenkins.
This is a master class in control. The things that Bubba, here's the good news for Bubba. He learned something here tonight. What he learned is that cage will work against you or for you. You gotta practice.
Chris Wade celebrating the victory even as the clock ticks down. A final word for Bubba Jenkins. And Chris Wade, barring anything insane from the judges, is headed to his first PFL championship bout. Chris Wade salting the wound of Bubba Jenkins there. Impressive performance, to say the least, from Chris Wade.
This ain't wrestling. Haley, Daddy loves you. I said, finish those kegs.
Can finish those kicks. Something tells me they didn't need that extra encouragement. And there they are.
I'm pretty sure they don't need that encouragement at all. Wow, look at that. Awesome.
Call your
New York mayhem at the watch show for
Long
Chris
Island
Wade.
killer, Chris Wade. Keith Trimble thinks that was enough. Cageonomics Stats Bundle presented by Geico. Look, if Bubba had all the takedowns, we need a stat for reversals to tell you the real story of this fight. Woo! There's the Rich Energy replay for you, right up over the top. Big choke attempt here. Randy, Bubba had to float over the top, but he had to address every one of those submission attempts.
Absolutely. Here's a nice cradle by Chris Wade. Does a nice job of taking Bubba back and putting him on the bottom for the first time in this fight. Here's a nice hook. Right hand just misses by Bubba Jenkins. Here's another attack on Bubba's neck by Chris Wade. Here's the, again, when a guy gives up position and rolls out like that, you know that is tight. There's a little wheel kick, catches Bubba in the eye, gives him a lash. And here's the little, maybe a little premature celebration before the clock had actually run out.
Exclusive to the PFL Fighter Performance Rating is brought to you by Rich Energy. All 3 rounds in the FPR scores go to Chris Wade. Let's check out the Verdict Global Scorecard. With Verdict, you the fans get to be the judge. Here's how the fans scored it. They agreed. Each round going in favor of Chris Wade. How did our experts, to use the term very loosely, see it? Well, Randy and Shale agree with the fans and with FPR. What about the judges? What say the judges? For that, we go to Lillian Garcia.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the totals are 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision and clinching a spot in the 2021 PFL World Championship, Chris Wade.
All right, here are the featherweight brackets. Now that we are set, presented by Presidente. Chris Wade, one half of it's done. You guys know what that means? That means the main event, the final half of that bracket will be set and will be up in just a moment. Guys, tickets are on sale now to MMA's biggest fight, the 2021 PFL World Championship. 6 title fights, all on one card. Winner of each gets $1 million. Buy tickets now at pflmma.com/tickets. And I wish you would do that. Come on down here and see us. Randy, they said throw to Randy. Are you good? You got something? How about Sean? Maybe they meant Sean up there. Thanks, pal.
Thank you, Chael. All right, I'm inside the PFL Smart Cage with our winner, Chris Wade. Chris Wade, you just out-wrestled a former Division I national champion. How does that feel?
Man, I'm Joe Patrovich trained. I'm from Islip. I know you guys were talking, saying that I'm only a state champion, but I'm a 2-time All-American too. I could wrestle with anybody in the world.
I tell you what, wrestling against the cage, the reversals, you used a cradle at one point. You pulled the whole bag of tricks out, and it really showed what being a complete mixed martial artist is all about.
Yeah, I'm able to scramble really well in MMA. I use my wrestling really, really well. I knew that if he went for traditional wrestling, I was going to be able to out-scramble him. In practice, I do that all the time. I wrestle very high-level guys, so I'm not surprised by it.
Oh, we do have some replays for you. Let's take a look at the big screen here. You get these chokes in tight, and more than once in this fight. Oh, there's that wheel kick you wanted.
Yeah, that's that hook kick. I landed flush and cut him, and I thought maybe he'd go down then.
Stunting a little bit at the end there.
Yeah, well, when a guy talks like that, it feels good, and you gotta answer back.
Randy and I were talking about it. Twice, you got right to the edge at 155 pounds. You came down to featherweight, and it really feels like you're a different animal in this weight class. Do you feel that way?
I do. I could feel like when I was scrambling with him, Bubba is an extremely high-level fighter, and he's very, very strong, and I'm able to out-position and out-muscle these guys. So the drop down to 45 has been massive for me.
Third time is the charm. Chris Wade headed to the PFL World Championship. How does that sound?
It sounds amazing. We got one more, though. Let's go, Islip. Let's go.
October 27th, right here at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Chris Wade versus to be determined. Congrats, Chris.